My name is Raja Smart. I am a consultant with the Michigan Department of Education. I am going to discuss with you some changes in administrator certification. There have not been many, but I do understand that sometimes these things can be a little bit confusing, especially when we start talking about grand person administrators and the PA 205 380 1246, which is the mandate for school administrator certification. Everybody following me? Hello? All right, all right. Do we need to all stand up and do some squats? All right. As of January 4th of 2010, we had a mandate 380.1246, which is the school administrator certification law. In that, it names specific positions that have to hold school administrator certification. Those positions are superintendent, principal, assistant principal, and chief business official. Now, I know some of you may be thinking, chief business official, why that one? Because it is indeed named in law, all right? Now, the law is very specific. Those positions plus individuals that administer instructional programs. If you look up the definition administer, that means to manage, supervise, evaluate. So if you have someone in your district that is doing that, for example, special ed director, special ed supervisor, early childhood director, director of curriculum, those individuals do need school administrator certification. So one thing you could do, for example, if you have a chief business official, and they're actually a director of finance, you may want to consider changing their title if they do not administer instructional programs. But before I continue, I do want to take a moment, and I want to bring someone up here who assists me quite regularly in actually answering these questions, because I seem to never be in the office. That's what some of you tell me when you call me. Raja, you're never in the office when I call you. I am there, I'm just not taking your calls. So, Faye Shepler, would you mind stepping forward, please? Faye has been very kind in assisting me. I did manipulate her into helping me because I'm just that kind of guy. Very nice. But Faye I wanted you to see her face. She will be with me in the afternoon at the round table. And Faye is very qualified to answer any questions in school administrator certification, if you would not mind. Could you please give her a hand for all the hard work that she does? Thank you, my darling. I'm done. Thank you. Thank you. So again, special ed directors, early childhood directors, with the exception of GSRP lead teachers who are in the position for reporting purposes, CTE administrators, curriculum directors. These are examples of those individuals that need to have school administrator certification. And again, any specific questions we will answer in the breakout session. So let's talk about grand person administrators. I always get the question, so Raja, can I be grand personed into a school administrator certificate? Not at all. But you can be grand personed into your position. If you are employed as a school administrator before January 4th of 2010, by the end of this day, that date will be stuck in your heads. January 4th of 2010, if you were a school administrator before this time, and you maintained your continuing education, you are considered a grand person administrator into the role of a school administrator. That could be an assistant principal, a principal, a superintendent in the current district or in another district. However, if you take that to another district, you have to have proof of employment before that date, which is what? Say that again, I couldn't hear you. All right, see, I told you, you're gonna know this by the end of the day. Thank you so much. It's beautiful people. So, you go to another district, you have to have proof of employment, and you have to have proof of continuing education. That is what you need on file, and it's very important for those districts that are audited for grand person administrators. You would have to have that on file for those individuals. They are not grand personed into school administrator certificates, they're grandpersoned into their positions as school administrators. Can you all tell I'm really nervous up here right now? I'm very nervous. So, school administrator certificate renewal. To renew a school administrator certificate, you have to do 6 semester credit hours relative to that actual certificate, or 150 SCECHs, or a combination of both. You can also renew a school administrator certificate with a professional teaching certificate. However, school administrators cannot use DPPD in any scenario. If the school administrator is teaching, however, if they're teaching 1 FTE, that's right, Leah, right? 1 FTE, then they can use DPPD. However, if they are not teaching, school administrators, let's keep it simple, let's keep it safe. 6 semester credit hours or 150 SCECHs. So I'm going to ask the audience, what do you need to renew a school administrator certificate? I love you people. Love you, love you. And that concludes the school administrator component